Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Sunless Skies. Where we left off last time, we had a quest to do to go far... somewhere. We're not exactly sure where we're supposed to go at the moment. And the reason for that is we have a journey, or we have a quest to go to deliver a settler to Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. We also want to go there because of our quest on the hunt for Hybris. Unfortunately, I have no idea where that is at all. Before we really leave dock, we're going to go quickly stop in at Victory Hall, which is just up here, and we're going to turn in our port reports. And then we'll get underway. Here we go. The Assembly, a coalition of independent-minded settlers, colloquially known or called Tacades, gather and argue here, deliver port reports here to receive rewards and win the Tacades' favor. Actually, this is not where we want to go, because we don't care about the Tacades. The Tacades are not our friends. We are actually actively engaged in killing them. I guess we're going to the company house, which sounds like a London loyalist thing. Maybe? The local headquarters of the Windward Company, yes. London's proxy in the Reach. Deliver port reports here to receive rewards and win the company's favor. Yes. Following the uprising, the fortunes of the Windward Company fell in New Winchester. Now, their modest offices occupy an ex-tinning factory in the murkier recesses of town. It continues to smell faintly of beans. Let's deliver our port reports. The office's general manager lives in perpetual fear of his secretary, who was appointed directly from the London office. The references were inarguable. It is a comfortable room for a modest secretary. Stained glass windows lay crimson slats across the desk. The prudent secretary receives her reports and reads them one by one. A number of questions follow, to which the secretary expects succinct answers. Her Majesty is grateful, they say as you leave. We got some gratitude. We got 500 sovereigns. We lost a bunch of fortune with the Tacades, but we gained some with the stovepipes. Hooray. And there's other things we can do, though. We can also trade favor for saloon stewed gossip. We don't need that, actually. We're good for now. Let's chat with the prudent secretary. The foyer bristles with stovepipe hats. The prudent secretary pushes between them, narrow and unsmiling. The blousy shirt and black trousers. The secretary's gender is the subject of some debate in the company canteen. The secretary's prudence, however, is not. Both these facts provide the secretary with a great degree of satisfaction. I'd be interested to receive reports on events in other ports, however small. The company has expansive interests. One never knows what might be important. Okay, well, we don't want to trade any of our favor yet, so... we don't have any more port reports. We are ready to leave. We got some extra money. We have 5 fuel for supplies. We're gonna head south and try and find something over in this area. I'm hoping that the place we want to go is down there, but there is no guarantee, of course. Luckily we have some cash money, so if we need to buy supplies or fuel, we will hopefully find a port of call and where we can purchase them. That's really our entire goal right now. It's just to get down there and see what there is. I'm also going to move my microphone. That might make a sound. There we go. Cantor still is a small, what appears to be warehouse-looking building on an island in the sky. A skyland, if you will. What happened to my light? Oops, that's really not what I meant to do, but whatever. My scout has discovered something. Let's turn and find out what it is, because we spent a bunch of supplies on it. We might as well see what it is. I'm just going to quickly check our controls, because maybe there is a flashlight button. Light toggle is L. In the early access, you couldn't turn your light off. Although we are getting... I can't turn my light back on. Huh. Do they not like us? Are they going to shoot at us? Not yet, anyways. Maybe the light turns on automatically in the dark. Our terror levels are rising somewhat. Anyways, the thing we found was a mining thing. One of the engineers is singing 1 for the engine, 2 at the dock, 3 from the parson, 4 off the clock, 5 for the stove pipe, 6 for the hell, 7 solid candles burning at the well. A gloomy disquiet settles over your engine. Morale is fragile. How do we find the actual plant island soon? The flower island, I should say. It's the one we're missing. I wonder why my light's not working. Oh well. I'm going to hit the button, see if we can't find something out here. Just found something. A question mark in the distance. But what could it be? I don't know. Because we're stuck on the stupid island again. Or, not again, still. This is definitely a plant-like region, so I'm hoping to find the plant city soon, although it is not the place we're looking for, so while I would like to find it because it's a neat place to visit, it's also not really what we want to find. Whatever the question mark is should be very close by. Oh, it's minerals. Oh, it's not minerals. But there is a port here. I'm gonna take a look at that in a sec. First, we're gonna go grab whatever supplies we can get from the detritus. Which was 1 bag of tea. Good for Port Avon, I guess. Or Port Avon. Maybe this is the place we wanted to be. This is the reserve. Okay, perfect. We are where we want to be. Leadbeater and Stainrod is an elderly London company to the custodians of the Empire's first supernal nature reserve. To find work with them, head for Capabilities Cabins. If you'd rather enjoy the reserve, seek the gateway of Albert's Ideal. Let's land here. First of all, port report. The reserve is a point of pride for the Empire. The Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve is a national park maintained at great expense by the company. Scores of researchers come here to study the nature of the Reach. Many visitors come here, too, for a pleasant holiday. This concrete bay is for loading and unloading locomotives. It disappoints tourists who expect to arrive at a scenic waterside, not waterslide, although a waterslide would be neat. It mainly caters for the workers of the Leadbeater and Stainrod Company, who come to collect goods from the laboratories here. Cable cars link to the main reserve below and the scientific base at Capabilities Inquest. You're here, settler. Go free. They've arrived at their destination. Whether or not they still wish to be here is another matter entirely. I encourage them to leave. Get 100 sovereigns, 75 experience. We're very close to a level. The settler has to be ushered off of your vessel by your crew. He won't shake your hand for fear of revealing the circles of nervous perspiration under his arms. He pays your fare and is off. Good. Got some money from it. Let's speak with a watcher by the station. First of all, sorry, the man apologizes. I didn't mean to stare, it's just we've been waiting for a delivery from London. Really important supplies. I don't suppose you might be heading anywhere near the relay to Albion, would you? If you could check if anything's happened to it, we'd really appreciate it. Albion Transit Relay lies to the northwest of New Winchester, near Port Prosper. I know where it is, kind of. Let's converse with our fellow captains. What brings them out this way? For a few, it's the work provided by Leadbeater and Stainrod. For the rest, the reason is the same. They're drawn by the beauty of the reserve. Some are here with tourists from across the Empire. Others are here to give their crews a respite. Others were simply passing by, and couldn't resist stopping in. Well, we need to go to Capabilities Inquest. A clump of cabins used by Leadbeater and Stainrod's researchers as they plumb and catalog the secrets of the reserve. Enterprising captains may find work for the company here. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered among the tourist cabins. From here, they study the mysteries of the Reach. Let's consult a superior researcher on our findings in Hybris. Her cabin is away from most of the main laboratories, on a little hillock overlooking the swamps of the reserve. The cabin walls shine with a slick golden residue smeared over the wood. The superior researcher is moving about the room lighting candles. The air is musky. Do forgive the smell. The last sample exploded. She leans in to kiss the pernickety factor on the cheek, who produces a handkerchief as soon as the researcher's back is turned. She's very interested in the bit of purple fungus you present her. How fascinating. Unfortunately, my lab's rather depleted after the last incident. If you could fetch me a live specimen, we can get it to work. She wants a caged catch. We'll have to work on that. Alright, let's read the request to all park goers. A researcher of the reserve has pinned up a call for aid. We want to study the powerful forces of nature at work in the Reach so that we may improve the life of all citizens of the Empire. If you're an intrepid sort and willing to aid our earnest efforts, we are offering a reward for the following. I see you're interested. The phlegmatic researcher has wheeled up behind you. His left leg is raised, perhaps to reduce the very obvious swelling. The key to understanding the remarkable principles of growth and cultivation are waiting here. We just need suitable specimens. If you aid our research, I'll ensure you're properly remunerated. The researchers of the Reach have a number of... Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, what's the list? He needs one of the following requests. Of course, he's happy to reward you if you bring back more. He wants the wings of a chorister bee, he wants ants, and he wants hybris pus. Gross. Alright, what's this do? We seek the wings of a chorister bee. What is it that makes them sing when their smaller sisters only buzz? Hybris pus. The weeping sores of hybris may yet yield deeper insight into the verdant Reach. It may hold properties either beneficial or detrimental to the human frame. We intend to find out. Okay, well, I don't have any of those yet, so we'll work on that. We can't turn in any of our research, so perhaps not. Alright, now Albert's ideal. Into the reserve. The park is filled with birds and flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects, and other insidious dangers. Tour guides are essential in this place. Park guests are forbidden from entering the deeper sections of the reserve alone. How much is a guide? The only person available to help you is a romantic ornithologist. He is lean and plainly dressed, with a long, wiry beard. The other researchers introduce you. Did you know our colleague here, the one indicates the ornithologist, is looking for the mythical bird whose beak pecks away at the mountain of eternity? They stifle giggles. The ornithologist maintains a smile and gestures towards the forest path. I'll be glad to show you the reserve. I hope you'll join me later. You can find me at the watchtower. Let's go visit the ornithologist. I'm going to ask about the bird. He has welcomed us in and invited us for tea. He's researching a mythical bird. What is it and why? There are other birds I could study, of course, he says, shrugging, but that's not the point. We thought this bird a myth, the bird who wears away at the mother of mountains pebble by pebble, but miners have seen it. The heavens are home to improbable things. Alright, let's go take a quick look at the reserve. We gained 2 sky stories. The romantic ornithologist claps his hands with quiet delight when he sees you. I found a most wonderful place. Shall we? You delve into the reserve together. The birds sing around you, the flowers offer sweet perfumes, a pleasing breeze tumbles through the glade and whistles around a mountain bend. We can walk into the reserve alone. Let's try it. Oh. We are able to return to safety, but nothing happened to us while we were there. Shops. Anything here that's... Ooh, we can get crates here. Let's buy it. It's expensive-ish, but we need a bunch, actually. Actually, we need to... Do we have to drop off something here? I thought we had a bargain to turn in. Let's check our hold. Lustrum and... Oh no, sorry. We needed to go to Lustrum and also Port Prosper. So, that's where we'll head next. We have lots of munitions. In fact, we have enough for both... We're 1 short for both quests, which is fine. We'll go drop off the 3 up north and hopefully find Lustrum on the way, unless Lustrum's down here somewhere. I don't actually know where it is. How are we doing for supplies? We have 3 supplies, 4 fuel. We'll buy 1 more supplies. Topping up our inventory. And we'll set on our way. We're supposed to go up to Port Prosper, to see what the supplies situation is there, so let's go do that, I guess. Can't hurt. Gonna try and not hit this rock. Wonder if I can go that way. That's a no. Okay, let's try to go this way. We'll go around the rock and take the long way around. There we go, now my light works. I don't know why it didn't work before, but we're gonna leave it on. I know it takes extra fuel, I think. Or possibly supplies. It should take fuel. It also stops terror from rising so fast. We're never gonna make it around this platform. It's a giant sky island. It's the reserve itself though, so it's not unanticipated that it would be big, just not this big. Oh, marauders or something. What is that? It looks like a marauder ship. Let's go see if we can hunt it down. It's very fast. It's shooting at something. Or something shooting at it. Oh my god. It just rammed that dreadnought. Oh, it's maddened. Let's finish it off. Let's loot the hold. A distressingly odored barrel. It's probably uncanny specimens, yeah. Which don't actually count as supply, which is nice. Or not supply, but hold-worthy item. I guess we're gonna go out and then back around to Magdalene's, and then we'll grab maybe more fuel if we need it. We can stop in at Magdalene's and cure some of our terror problems, which probably is important because we're getting quite a lot of it. Time to set cruise control on. It's a bit of a journey. The Reach, or sorry, not the Reach, the plant area, its music isn't as epic as other musics. It is peaceful though. Just the gentle chugging of our engine as we fly towards a place of respite where we will hopefully, fingers crossed, lose some of the terror that's plaguing our ship. We're at 46%. It's not mammoth. Oh, we're level 5. Let's do that. Okay, we have a lot of different things that we can choose from. The blockade of New Winchester. This is in my way, I can't see what I'm doing, but whatever. There's something there. Don't do that, just... there we go. Okay. Blockade of New Winchester, a settler, a coterie, a metamorphosis, the bell tolls, family footsteps, promise of days, haunted, the black sheep. We could do the black sheep, I guess. Or the blockade, I think the blockade of New Winchester. You fought in the greatest battle of the Winchester War, when the regional governor appointed by Her Majesty was driven from the Reach. The independent Tacites besieged the port. The loyalist stovepipes hoped to hold out until reinforcements led by the Imperial Dreadnought, Her Majesty's displeasure, could arrive. Which side did you fight on? The stovepipes. You braved the blockade, secretly running supplies to the beleaguered troops. It was not enough to turn the tide. We got a little bit of veils for that. I do want to get my veils up there. Actually, we need to do mirrors. It seems like we need a little bit of everything. Maybe we should start focusing on some of the other ones. Although we do have 5 or 15 more levels to go, so we do have some levels and hopes that we'll get some extra skill points. I think we also need to start recruiting some officers. We have a lack of officers on our ship. In fact, I think we have 0. That's not true. We have the chief engineer, 2 hearts, 6 irons, 1 establishment affiliation. Wait, there's a dead ship there. We should probably go loot it. We've gotten down to 16 stuff in the hold. The princess is dead here. We are going to mourn the dead because there's almost no way that that mirrors is going to work. We're going to run. Oh, that hurt. We just rammed the ship. It's because I still had cruise control on. That was my own fault. Can't blame the crew for that one. When the captain sets the cruise control and then it rams the ship into something while using the cruise control, it's not the crew's fault. That's all on the captain. What is that? Oh, it's another dock. This is the other place I was talking about, Titania. The Flower of the Reach. We're gonna go ahead and dock in here. This is another interesting area, also worth a bunch of experience. We found 8 out of 11 ports in this province. The achievement says Garden of Heaven, 8 out of 11. So, Titania is cupped in the petals of a colossal orchid, heady with scent, lurid with color. An enclave of bohemians have made it their home, seeking inspiration in the wilderness of the Reach. Oberon's Landing. The port unfurls itself, welcoming you ashore. Oh, there we go. This perfumed haven was intended for thinkers, artists, philosophers, and poets. Instead, you enter its main dome to find yourself surrounded by arguing bohemians and unfinished shells of buildings in a variety of styles. Nobody looks happy, but everyone agrees it's somebody else's fault. Let's meet with the rhapsodic mayor. As first among the founders, she gets Titania's only office. Titania's petals fill the air with perpetual perfume, but eventually you become accustomed to it. Even so, the scent of the many flowers in the mayor's small office sends your senses reeling. Obviously unaffected, she sits behind her desk and gestures for you to take the other chair. Let's ask about Titania. A spectacular place, isn't it? We couldn't believe that nobody else had colonized it after, well, whoever built all the crystal domes and spires. Honestly, I can't believe our luck. Titania's petals? Okay. Ask about work. Even a place like this must want for something. A polite refusal. The rhapsodic mayor shakes her head. I think you'll find us most self-sufficient, Captain. Enjoy your visit. Take in some poetry. If I think of anything that we might require, you'll be the first to know. Okay. Well, let's write a port report. What is Titania? Question with no easy answer. To the poets, a place of inspiration. To the stoneworkers, an untouched slab. To the playwrights, a blank page. To a place of tranquility, of creation. And your interviewee pauses, suddenly looking worried. Do you hear buzzing? Apologies. Must get inside. Apparently has bee problem. Let's explore Titania. Light sparkles through the jeweled petals onto the marble white paths. Wherever you explore, poets and singers perform their latest work, while artists peer behind canvases to try and capture the beauty in oil and chalk. In the horrors of the high wilderness, this is a place of safety and wonder, where nothing could possibly disturb the peace. What's that buzzing in the distance? It says that I am supposed to visit the place in the future to see how it's faring. Let's check Valentine's Square. We're going to go to the Porphyry Font. A veiled pavilion rests in the curve of one of Titania's great petals. We can donate a sky story for 15 sovereigns and 10 experience. We can donate 3 for 50 and 30. We can donate a vision of the heavens for 70 and 50. We can donate 5. It looks like the more stories you give at one time, the better the rate of return. We donate a captivating treasure. We get a ton of experience and sovereigns, but we have nothing to give in terms of those. So let's go to the souk. There is... Oh, let's check the bazaar. Ministry approved literature. We needed that for a quest, but I think that quest ended, and we didn't do it. Sort of that bargain ended. So every 30 days it looks like a new one shows up. We don't need chorus or nectar. Can we sell anything? Not really. We'll buy one of each of these, and we'll head off. I guess we're returning later to Titania. It hasn't quite undergone its unfortunate transformation. If you watched the early episodes, the early access episodes, you know that this place is not as safe as secure as everyone seems to believe. Alright, we need to get to Magdalene's by the end of the video at least, and then we'll head to Prosper probably during the next video. I am loving the exploration of this place though. And we're doing pretty good this time. We have a good amount of money. We can always sell some junk for more if we need to. Our terror has gone down quite a bit. We don't have enough room to equip our mining drill at the moment, which is unfortunate because there's a billion things to mine out here. We need a better bat eventually. Not that I don't like our grumpy bat, but he only searches one thing at a time in a small radius. We need at least multiple things, even if it's in a smaller radius. Multiple discoveries would be good, because there's a lot of little things that can sort of muck it up. I hear gunfire. Yep. Sounds like Takedy's fighting dreadnoughts yet again. Let's go ahead and dock here. Get rid of what's left of our terror. See if there's anything new and exciting to do here, which there might be. The keepsake bar hit. An illicit stall has been set up near the port where the doctors and nurses of Magdalene sell off property of captains in their care who require extensive stays. We can buy a second-hand treasure, an otherworldly artifact, but we don't have any room for it at the moment. Do I want it though? It might be good, but I don't think we have money. Well, we don't have the time for it really. We can get unseasoned hours here, which is nice, but we don't have any room for them either. So let's just go to the House of Small Comfort and let's treat our terror, the Solace Chambers. We can use a saloon stewed gossip, an uncanny specimen, or a vision of the heavens. We'll use the uncanny specimen. Yours is a faceted soul with several showy flaws coursing through it. Being treated for a flaw in our heart. Oh, what's yours? Mine is oh, but I mustn't say. Sorry, I'm new. This way. The attendant holds up a candle before 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. Someone from your past, their face lingers in the fog of memory. Your first sergeant is waiting in the shadows. He laughs like a bullhorn at your expression before reprimanding you for the laxity of your uniform. An explanation does no good. He is keen to tell you of his life after retirement and all the many thoughts of your present circumstances. Let's go see if, well, let's write a port report, so nothing. It's different, but let's see if the amenable host has anything for us. We don't have all of his memories yet. Wait a minute, didn't we? Hang on. Let's check our quest. We haven't checked Lustrum yet, so we need to do that first before we tell him about it. Alright, we are at half an hour. We're gonna... There's a dog going ballistic in my building. Anyways, we're gonna end the video here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, in the next video, we're gonna head up to Port Prosper. We're gonna turn in that one quest to locate what's happening to the supplies. We're also going to turn in the munitions for the parsimonious chairman. I don't know why I keep saying parsimonious. It's not that, it's parsimonious. Anyways, we're going to do that. And we're also going to go look for Lustrum. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.